Hi, this is Gordon with Maximum PC Magazine. If you've seen our other videos, you know about these cool little devices. On the right, of course, we have Intel's NUC. It's like luck, but with an N. And on the left, we have Gigabyte's Brix. Brix, well, B-R-I-X. These are really small computers. For some scale, look how big this baby is, right? I'm actually in this video going to give you a deep dive on the Gigabyte Projector. It is exactly what you think it is, a projector. Inside there is actually an i3 Haswell processor, dual core, hyper-threaded. The difference, of course, between an i5 and an i3 in mobile parts is there's no turbo boost. This baby is locked down at 1.7 gigahertz basically, but you do get hyper-threading. And actually, for most things people are going to do on these little tiny machines, they're quite an improvement over previous generations of mini atom-based or miniature fusion-based machines, those older E350, E450s, which were cool for their day, but clearly a Haswell i3 will smoke them. Gigabyte, amazingly, inside of this Brix, gives you a projector, which you can see right here. Give you an idea of the scale. This is a standard Haswell i5 based NUC. This is the original i3 Ivory Bridge. That projector is almost about the same height, and they amazingly get a 75 lumen projector in here. You have a focus on the side, and there are actually speakers, which is kind of floored me. I didn't expect them to put speakers, but they really did think of a lot of things. On the back, you're getting a Kensington lock, so no one can steal it easily. A mini HDMI in, so you can actually use a projector with another device, your laptop or something, if you want to project something. A projector on/off button, Ethernet, which is great. Mini display port, HDMI out, full size, 2 USB 3s, and of course front 2 USB 3s and an optical SPDIF and headphone port, or analog out. Here's the speaker right here. Actually, that's a fan, but these little slots on the side are for the speaker. Let's take you inside this box. You basically remove 4 screws. I've done this so that you don't have to watch me unscrew this. Pull the bottom off. Oh, actually, another really great idea. Gigabyte thought of everything. On the bottom is a standard tripod mount, so you can mount this on a tripod to project on the wall, your video on a wall or something. It does also come in the box with a Visa mount if you want to put in the back of the computer. I don't know why. This inside is what it's going to look like inside your Brix projector. 2 DDR3 low voltage slots, right? You put your RAM in, slide them in. Gigabyte also gives you an 802.11, I believe it's an N, I may be wrong, it could possibly be an AC as well as Bluetooth part. And then here's where you put your mSATA drive. Unfortunately, where is my mSATA drive? Here is my example mSATA drive for people who have never seen one. So we would go in there, slot it in, screw it down. You'll notice these little screws here. You remove this, put your mSATA drive in, screw it down. If you ever want to remove the wireless card, same thing. And this little tiny cable that you're seeing here is actually the internal wiring, which is really cool. If you want to turn this on and use it as a projector or standalone, you don't have to run a pass-through cable, which was what I was afraid of because of that mini HDMI initially. But luckily, once you fire it up, it will work without any funky external pass-through cable. So for this unit, you basically add 2 pieces of RAM, mSATA, you know, your OS, Windows 8, Windows 7, whatever you like. Screw the bottom back on, boot it up, and you're ready to go. And of course, there is a standard power brick with these. These work on all of the NUCs and Brix units. The normal ones anyway. It's a 65 watt power brick. They're about 15 bucks retail. This Brix unit itself goes for about $600, which is a lot of money when you think about it, because this Haswell, this is an i5 Haswell, so you're getting turbo boost, definitely faster than this unit. This, I believe, goes for about $375 bare bones, although Intel, I don't believe, gives you a wireless card. Gigabyte gives you a wireless card, but of course the real cost adder is this Pico projector in here, which it's a pretty neat feature. It's not for everyone because it only puts out about 75 lumens. In this normal office lighting, you'd have a hard time watching a movie. It just isn't bright enough. I think they really need to get to about 200 to 300 lumens for it to be really effective, because Oh, I think I've scratched it. Once you get there, you can actually watch in a room this bright and be actually satisfied with the image quality. Also, the resolution of the monitor isn't spectacular. I mean, it would be nice if it were actually 720p, but I believe, let me look it up here, it's 864 by 480. That doesn't sound like very high res. I think it's WVGA. For some people, they would like, my God, that's way too low. But from my experience, projected content at low resolution isn't quite as bad because, you know, you're projecting this video onto a surface. It's really hard for you to tell that you're running at, you know, HD quality or whatever. That doesn't mean I wouldn't want a 1080p projector in here. In fact, that would be awesome. But this device with the motherboard, and if you don't know, the CPU is on here. There is a Core i3 processor soldered onto the other side of the motherboard. So you get a Wi-Fi card, you're getting the motherboard, you're getting a CPU and a Pico projector for $600. And of course there's speakers and all that. If you put a 1080p Pico projector in here, expect it to get bigger, hotter, and also cost a lot more. Other pertinent information you should know about this unit: in power consumption, it's pretty good. On idle, you're looking at maybe 7 watts, and then worst case scenario, we ran FUR and Prime 95. We got it up to about 24 watts, 30 watts. And then just generally watching a YouTube video at 1080p, it was about 19 watts. So it's not bad if you're looking at running this as an HTPC device. But again, this projector really makes it pretty specialized. I mean, I could see if you wanted to do some kind of media installation, or you were running this in your business and you wanted to project something, and you had to have a self-contained tiny computer tucked up on the ceiling or somewhere. This could do it if it were just a little brighter. 75 lumens is just a little short. The body itself is aluminum on the silver. That's aluminum as well, and the base is actually metal, which is actually pretty nice. The screws do not stay in the base, which means you could lose them, but you know, you're only taking the bottom off once. Anyway, that is Gigabyte's Brix Projector. Again, nifty device, not for everyone. The next device though is really cool. Just stand by and watch the next video on MaximumPC.com.